Right, I think we're all set. Just about. Give me a moment. Let me get the projector out. The projector is the slubs thing, so that it kind of makes things bigger for me. Right. Okay. Right. Let's see if we can get this turned on. Started. Really need to clean up the mess of the wires up. Right. Don't tell me I've just messed up. I have, haven't I? Give me a sec. New source. There we go. There we go. All I have to do is just remove the things to get back on again and we're fine. So, Ubot's ready, I'm ready. Right, okay. Well, I'm almost ready. GoTech does not seem to be picking up regularly. I'm not quite sure why. The good thing is it boots to Workbench, but GoTech does not always want to be right, let's try this again. There we go. Right, so we're on disk 22. I'll wait till it boots up into Workbench, and then so we're on, is it C Amiga? Or was it Amiga Power? No, because it was 22, wasn't it? No, I think it was C Amiga. have to restart this. That was the one. Right, okay. 22. Disk activity is still going ahead. Oh, there we go. So we've got Tune of the Month 1, Tune of the Month 2, Screen of the Month, DTP template, so that's desktop publishing as far as I remember, Text Plus, Key Click, Clip Art, PP More, which is it's like when it's displaying documents, it uses that sort of thing. Let's try Screen of the Month and see what it gives us. Ooh, so it was it was about kind of 91. That must have been. I think that was around that time, yeah. Cool. Tune of the Month, number 1. Right mouse button to stop, good to know. Still loading away, so... Oh, I'm assuming that's it. Evening Amiga Gamer. Power Packer was really more popular back in the day, yeah. Well, whilst you're here, I've got some updates Amiga-wise. This I'm going to show you in a minute. I'll go through this disk and then we can have a look at what I've done, changed this to. And I fixed something else. The second thing is I've recently, well, because it's been payday recently, I've bought a Terrible Fire 1230. That should hopefully come in next week, and if it does, I'll do an update to this live on a Monday. So it's the 030, I think it's the 50 megahertz one, and I got it for 161 quid. So it wasn't bad. And I've added 128 with all the options. I added 128 meg of RAM because I might as well. It comes with the 030, I believe. And what else did he add to it? Oh, it's got RTC, so I added that as well. So yeah, looking forward to that. That's really gonna sex this machine up. So the other thing I've bought, and this is for later, is I've been wanting to get some more CDs for the Amiga. So I found a job lot, and I found some Amiga format discs, and these are from 97 to 99. So we've got This is December 97. That's December 97 there. Hey there, Mr. but not the working. This is June 1998. I'll see if that's probably better to put there. That. Let's do this. Oh no, that's better. That's June 98. This is July 98. That's that there. The one that kind of attracted me was Christmas 98, this particular one. I don't know why, I think it's just the design and the Christmassy thing attracted me to it. And then we've got November 99, and this was the other thing that attracted to me, was the space thing on this. So we'll be looking at those probably the next couple of weeks, because it gives me a chance to play with the CD again. And one of these actually gives me another disc. So actually I've got more than this. Where did he order the Terrible Fire from? I will give you the website now. It's from Amiga Store, I think it was. Amiga Store EU. Let me just go and get the link. Say that for December. Yeah, I'm going to push it to kind of the last few weeks of this month, because we're in November now, and into December. So I've got something for there. Since I've got 2 December ones, I can push the Santa Clausy one closer to Christmas, and the December one can be done around then, and maybe I can push the others around kind of November. Yeah, so I'll do it kind of in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, I've dropped in a link where I've got the Terrible Fire from. Now the interesting thing is, when it first came on, and I've been looking for it, I've been looking at it, it was starting at about 160, 170 euros. Now when I started putting the order in, partway through, the order dropped like to 100 it dropped about $20, not 20 euros, and I'm like, okay. So after I paid for it all, which is fine because I got it a bit cheaper, the average order, I think it's still on there now, is like 140 euros. So don't know what happened there. Must be like in other videos, I'm seeing link 2 minutes before you go looking for a link on video. That's weird. I don't know why that's happening. Whilst we're here, I might as well go and put the second tune up. It's weird because the video is supposed to kind of be a few moments behind, so wouldn't that include the links? Fuck it, I don't know. I don't know how Twitch does this. Maybe I've kind of got the thing wrong, I don't know. I have actually seen that before sometimes. I think that's happened on Ashen's stream, where he's talked about something but put the link in beforehand. It's kind of weird. It's a good place for the chip from MMU, yeah. Not so easy to find them now. If you go back on the main page, click the 1200, you'll see that they brought out the terrible, well, what's coming, or what has come out is the 1260, but I think that doesn't come with the 060, because I think they're not easy to find or something. But I'm not interested in that, mainly for the fact that this machine here is for me to stream and play with, and I'm only going to go as much as 030, I think. Anything for 060 are those people that really just spend most, use that as their main machine, and I kind of don't. I do want to sexy up a bit, and that's why I got a Terrible Fire. So, and at that price, I'm not going to say no. Probably my end. I'm on the Pi as I'm sick of desktop fan. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Uh, 21:47:51. Time, I'll update it when I see it on the video feed. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Good to be able to listen to some mods on this for usual excuse me. It's good to be able to listen to some mods for a change, to be fair. So yeah, that's for later. I'm still waiting for Amiga Store to get the laser upgrade up. They said that the tank mouse ones are going to come in October, and it never updated. So either they didn't come through, or people who, because there's a section that says notify me when you get this in stock, they probably got theirs, and it probably just chewed through stock. I don't know. So I'm still waiting for that at the moment. So you've got over a minute lag on. So is that your end or my end? Okay, now you know why it takes me so long to match. It's fine. I know there's a bit of a lag because when I start the stream, Twitch over here doesn't start for about a minute or so. So I know, I mean, the good thing about that in a way is if I mess up on a game, I can look on this screen and I go, why did that go wrong? Because this one's slightly behind. So that's good. Yeah, it's good TF price. And I was wondering if I'd probably grab one. Oh, if I was working, I'd probably grab one. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that when it comes in. The money's already gone out now. I actually bought it Wednesday, I think it was, and the money didn't come out for a few days after that, and they said they were processing it. So I'm assuming they're putting it together and doing whatever they need to do. So that's probably why it took so that long. So I'm hoping by next Monday I'll have got it. We'll have to see at that point. I need to think. Oh, so I'm just gonna do F3 because I know menu 1. That was it. Yep. So that was the image. Be interesting to see when others drop in what the lag's like, or if it's just me. Yeah. Oh, shift and escape to return to the main menu. Okay, fair enough. So we've done Tune of the Month 1 and 2. We've done Screaming of the Month. DDTP templates is no point. I suppose we could look at the clip art. No, because it doesn't want to look at the clip art. Right, fine. Hello there, Ravi. Nick's Kickstarter email. Oh yes, I saw that. I saw the next Kickstarter stuff, so that looks promising. Keyboards and cases done. Board design improved. Yep. And if you missed it, Amiga Gamer, Ravi did do a stream today. If you go on his channel and, you know, watch his VOD later. So it's good to see Ravi back. I've managed to get some scenes. You've managed to get some scenes, mad now. What? What, you been on Twitch? Finally glad to be streaming again, yeah. So whilst we're doing this sort of thing, let me just show what's happened to the 600. So let's boot up to here. Oh, OBS scenes, right, okay. Right, so some of you know, I think Ravi you were away when I did this. This 600 here has a 4 gig CF card in it, and it loads to Workbench 2.1. I also had to upgrade the ROM because it had the, I think, the original one in. It's nowadays at 375 because that fixes the bug with the hard drive. With the old one, you could only get like 40 meg, but with the new one, it gives you bigger access to better access to bigger hard drives. Now, when I was trying to get this fixed, because I wanted to get this put into here, what we found was I had one apps thing here. And this apps thing originally was about 3 gigs worth. And nothing, when we were trying to like do the LHA extract out into apps, it just won't do it. It would say something like not validated. So when I was watching Hype Bear stream, because they were doing, Quang was doing movie night, I was playing around with this. And I thought to myself, right, maybe the problem is because this is a Workbench 2.1, maybe it needs a smaller hard drive. So I basically chopped up the apps from 3 gig to 1 gig, 1 gig, 1 gig, which is why you see apps and apps 2 and apps 3 there. And it started to extract out into there, so it's working fine now. And you can see I've got sister info, I've got this in there, I've got dpaint in there now, so that's working. It's working fine. That's running off the hard drive. So Quang's the top bloke, glad to hear, sorted, yeah. And the other thing is, just to prove into the pudding, let's put this, this is a 4 gig CF card. So let's show this working. And it usually takes me a bit of time to put this in because it's a bit of a tight fit. But the files I got was from Amiga. There we go, it's going in now. There you go, that's your swap drive already in. There's nothing visibly in there, but if I come into sys and system and shell, and then I go swap, and there you go, that's what's on currently. And thanks to Amiga Gamer, I can now do things like, and I'm just going to do this, so remember this one, LHA X to extract out. I'm just going to type in Nigel, and then I'm going to do this, that, LHA, and that means that will extract out all the files with Nigel in it. I do a WHD load app system, HD keys partitions. Keep them under a grade for crappy emulators or HD controllers, yeah. And then that just extracts out everything that's all those Nigel and Mansell things. That's now extracting out all 3 of them under that one command. And thanks to Amiga Gamer, I can now do that. And it's going to take me it's going to take a bit of time to do that, but it's just worth watching while being able to do it now. So I'll wait until that's done, and then we can get back into do some Coverdisks. Yeah, the wildcards, I remembered that. It's always better to extract on Amiga. Yeah, I remember when I was doing it on emulation, there were certain ones that I'd extracted out via Windows, and Amiga wouldn't read them, not properly. You just, on debuts deload, it'd just mess it up. Because you'd double click and then just go, no, because you'd opened it by Windows and not by Amiga. If you have dopers, you can do it on mass. Yeah, the keeps extended property. I've not, with dopers, I still need to get my head around it. I can kind of do a few things, but to be honest, I got 3.5 on this now, so moving files over isn't too bad, because it gives 3.5 gives you the it gives you the what do you call it, the UI for showing you what files have been shifted over, whilst 3.1 just gave you a clock that didn't do anything, so you weren't sure whether anything was going on. I mean, it's a good thing with Dopus, with you can see what's going on, it's quite quick, but with 3.5 you can just shift things over. But it's good to have it around anyway. Yeah, Dopus, you got to do custom like arc extract, but I remember all the privates doing it. Okay. We're programming nerds, clear faster than open. Speed's picking up now. See, I don't want to kind of exit this because I don't want to mess. I don't know if it'll mess anything up. And there you go, it's going through the second archive now. Without me having to do anything. The power of Amiga wildcards. There we go. Actually, can I just... No. Fair enough. Yes, Pirate Dude would just sit on his 4,000 extracted PS1 games. Fucking hell. So, remind me, Ravi, when you were on... today, I kind of missed something you said. Did you say you were using a... because I think there was a CF card you were accessing, and that was via emulation, was it? So was that like your CF card off the 4000 or the CD32 or something? Because when I've had to, when this wasn't fully, when this was kind of half broken, what I had to do was use the CF card reader in my Windows machine and access it through WinUAE, which is fine. I like it. It does that because it means if it breaks, I can just take it out, put it through the WinUAE and fix it that way. And that's what I've done previously. So it's good to be able to do that. But I think you were using FSAE, but I was using WinUAE. I had to actually update to the recent WinUAE because the one I've been using was what, 10 years old. It was some weird, like, it was like version 3 or something weird like that. But it wouldn't pick up the things properly. I was going to say 10 years old. It's probably, I don't know, it might have been. Might have been 10 years old. Yeah, I had a safe card image pre-built, got on for lots of systems if you have need. Mainly as HDF format. Yeah, I mean, I suppose with you doing your decks and stuff, it's quite good to have quick, you know, if something goes wrong, switch one out, switch one back maybe, that's what I'm thinking. Our Amiga group has a big Google Drive. You can mount a real safe card and when you go in with disable hard drive safety check. That's how I upgraded it to 1200. I don't think I've ever done that. I think what I've done is, in order to access the CF card, I've gone in and I've opened WinUAE in administrator mode, and that's how you do that. But I don't know if I've ever disabled the hard drive safety check. Alright, so it's doing CD32 now. Let's get rid of this. You've been having nightmares with your DLSR. Want it to be Amiga build quality, but it's got so many options and I don't know what I'm doing. Your DSLR, what, using your digital camera? Oh yeah, because because I actually saw his Halloween stream, and when he did the thing from the back, you could actually see the DLSR in front pointing. Is that what you mean? Bill's professional video quality by date. Yeah, it's quite. Yeah, it is. Right, this won't take too long, sorry about this. I think I've already got these already downloaded because I was downloading some extra games on the 1200. I'd put on Pinball Fantasies, I think I'd already got that actually. And I also put on Slam Till on because I was playing it on Antstream for the tournament. And I'm not a big pinball player person. The highest I've got, the score at the moment is 73 million, something like that. And that's kind of... it's one of those ones where I'll play it for a bit and then I'll have a winning streak, like a winning set, and then I'll go back and have a crap number of games until I randomly kind of... I'm not very good at pinball games, but it's enjoyable. The table for the tournament is Night of the Demons, I think it is. But yeah, it's a nice table, that one. Right. So we're done now. Right, anyway, so that's what I wanted to show you, that the 600 now is fully working. And I'm quite happy with myself by working all that stuff out, even though I know little bits about Amiga, but there's some things that you just you know, when you're playing around with it, you just pick up, which is quite good. Right, 24. This is one for video, but it looks lovely. But complex of a 4K model. When you really use it for photos. I think the distractions will be a little fast when your TF shows up. You might want to update Opus 203.0 version. That's a good point. I might have to update LHA because that's on O2.0. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe I can get away with it being on O2.0. The LHA command thing. Yeah, I just read that now. The LHA, yeah. Yeah, this here I've got an expansion for the trapdoor I found the other day, which was the let me go get it, hang on. So when I was inside the 600, I thought, I know, I'll have a look at the trapdoor because I don't think I've looked into it yet. And I found this. This is a 1 meg expansion with a RTC clock. Unfortunately, there was a lot of white. You might be able to see it there. Can you see it? See a slightly dusty at the top there. That's the that's what I found inside it. Now, luckily with Amigas, when you come from the back end, they've got that metal shielding against the keyboard, so nothing had caused it. So I still need to get around to taking that off and then putting this back in, just so that I can get the 1 meg out of it. I've just not had time to kind of go and do that yet. I mean, it looks okay on the board. I probably just need to clean it up with a bit of IPH, be fine, I think. We'll have to find out. If not, 1 meg expansions for 600s aren't that expensive, so it's not that bad. On here though, this is mostly unexpanded. I think this has just got the memory, because this has got an ACA 1211, and that's only about memory expansion and a bit of map ROM. That's about it, really. RAM's a big deal on archive files too. Chip RAM is slow. Make sure you install mulib language off Aminet as well. Unless TF provides a disk with it, so use that instead. I think it does come with a manual and things, so I'll have to have a look. Yeah, I know, I'm going to think about getting that battery off. God, maybe it does 1 meg for like 10-15 quid in our Amiga group. Yeah, I've seen them on Amiga store for about 20. But then again, I could probably just get like a Furia or something. I thought about getting a Furia, but I think I'd have to take off the RF shielding, because I don't think it'll fit in properly, because it's got that heatsink and it'll sit kind of. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Let me go and find the link to the Fury one whilst I reboot this. So look for, where's it gone? So that's the, go to 600. Where's the Fury? Where's it gone now? It's definitely on here. Oh, here we go. That's the one I'd seen that looked interesting. Heatsink put me off. I was thinking of taking off, running at a lower speed. Just want to fit in a laptop. Ah, yeah. Bit of a stormy one, this disc. Okay, is that the tune of the month that I'm hearing? So we've got, yeah. So see, your Amiga started putting tunes on their discs at some point then. So we've got Real Things Animation, Screen of the Month, Tune of the Month, which I believe is playing at the moment, Power Packer 2.3b, Long Sample, Cryptator, I think that is, Retro Sketch, Key Map, and Docs Menu. So let's have a look at the Real Things Animation. I think I've seen that animation before, actually. Been going through Mark Shiki's games on itch.io. He produced a bunch of games in a late Amiga's life. Sounds like really got shafted by publishers. Oh, left click, I can stop at any point. Fair enough. Screen of the Month then. It's a nice one. It's very feels very Psygnosis kind of, with the in the back, the on a bit on this side, or the flicks that go up that way. Yeah, it's quite nice. So anyway, Ravi, how is the laptop coming on? Because I think last time I saw it, I think you got most of it in at that point. I think you were looking at putting stuff in the front. I can't remember whether you got any further with that or not. F10. Lady's great. Got released early without his consent. Paid no royalties. Ooh. Don't always pay money on pay what you want games, but I'm throwing them a few quid on the ones I enjoy. Yeah, got most of it done. Just need to wait for more Lego to come on eBay. Cool. Now he deserves more. Okay. I don't know if did I? I'm sure I saved it. Right, well, I'm going to put it in chat for anybody that wants to have a look at Blade. I think it's the correct page anyway. You bought all of the white good bits. Okay. Let's retro sketch. Oh, look, it's giving me F7 this time. Come with me on a journey. A journey to those halcyon days where you could go out with a fiver in your pocket, buy 10 pints of Guinness, a bag of chips, a ticket, and thank you for letting me read that. Let's see if we can do something. Made in Leicester, apparently. Use a joy pole in port 2 for movement and fire to clear the picky. I'm sure that said pole. And then they have to get taken from current Lego sets by people who split them up. Yeah, that's it. Liberate looks good too. I haven't tried that one yet. Okay. Hang on a minute. There we go. Do diagonals. Okay. Not quite cleared yet. Oh, that's because that's my last place at the top left. So I can kind of, if I want to go to the center, I can just do this. Yeah, I don't even know what to draw. Well, I was going to draw a wheel, but yeah, no. Okay, let's try something else. Okay, problem is gauging where that's just underneath where I want it to be, but never mind. Can't even draw a house because as soon as I do diagonals, it just shows kids out the 80s, yeah. Right, hang on, let me just see if I can change the stiffness on this. Let's see if that works. It's a bit better. So I do okay triangle, but when it sorry, it's square, but when it comes to a triangle, that's a fuck you. Okay, let me think. Is there anything I could probably draw that's rectangular, doesn't have any? Just hang on, let me try something. No. Okay, that wasn't even gonna. A fish finger. All right. Okay. Just about. I messed the last bit up, but technically I kind of did okay. I'm making it worse now. Right, hang on a minute. Just gonna quickly do something. Just quickly clipping something. There we go, publish that. Right, okay, so I've clipped something now. Right, any other suggestions for what I can attempt to draw? So I've kind of done a fish finger. Oh, maybe I can do, maybe. A bit too long for that, I think. Okay, so if I come, right. There you go, floppy disk. I partied too much this weekend, I'm gonna be shared. Fair enough. So at least I got something. Floppy disk, it's halfway there. I'll do one more and then I'll move on to the next disc. So anybody got any suggestions for one? Well, I think of it. Oh, thank you for the host there, Retro Hour. Wonder whether I can do a boing ball. You've seen me. All right, fine. I'm not. I'll do it, but I'm just, yeah, I remember trying to do that circle before and it went wrong. No. Amiga tick. Problem is it's triangular. That's about as best as I can make it on a ball. A bit more of a diamond than anything else. So if I come over here. Right, okay, so I'm trying to do the tick. I'll have to do it as one. That's about as close as I can get it. It's probably not correct because obviously, and I suppose I could do the bit in the middle, but I don't want to mess this up too much. Yeah, it's too fat on the right hand side, and if I could actually control it better, I could probably do a line in between the two, but I just don't trust myself not to mess it up. A doggy. Where is me? Alright, can I think. What's the best starting point? So if I go here. Something like that. I mean, it's got ears. Technically, it's got a nose. Abstract. Okay, abstract. What am I gonna? Where am I going there? The thing with abstract is you can just. So if I kind of go here. Assuming it smell like this. Don't ask me what I'm doing. I'm just all I'm thinking of is res. You know, with all the kind of squares, you can just randomly putting stuff. I don't know. Whatever. I suppose I almost did a flag of just saying maybe, and if I stopped, I could have stopped it there. And I've just kind of gone a bit. Don't know. I don't know where I was going. I don't know. Actually, no, sorry. Ask me what it means. I've drawn your abstract art. Ask me what it means. Contemporary art. What the fuck is contemporary art? Trying to think of what you mean by contemporary art. Hang on a minute. Oh, okay. So something like the Debbie Harry thing on the deluxe paint, the thing he did, Andy Warhol, something like that. Oh, there's a Marilyn Monroe thing as well. Fuck knows. Oh, my drawing was to contemporary art. Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry. Right, yeah, I said I was going to do one and that was it. That was it. Right. To be honest, this isn't that bad, the retro sketch thing. I think that drawing diagonal though is a bit of a pain in the arse. It did say joy pole. So I don't know if it referred to this. Or maybe there's a specific joystick you could get. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if you could use a paddle on this. But then again, paddle kind of turns left right. I know the Amiga does support the paddle, but no games actually used it. I know this because when I was reading about the hardware, it did say you can use it. But yeah, it'd only do left and right, I think. Good evening, Chefzilla. Just sort of, I've just been trying to do art on Etch-a-Sketch. Oh, yeah, kind of interesting. Anyway, right, so next disc. Oh shit! I've just realised. It's not the next disc. I'll go into this one. exit that. Alright, just give me a sec, I've messed up a little bit. Is it 24, 25, cool. I'm going to put a new SSD in my Mac Mini and new RAM for Morphos. Oh, cool. I've not seen you Morphos for a while, but then again, you've not been around for a while, to be fair. Oh, then now, Graham. Right, we're on to the CU Amiga cover disc now. That's what passing. Yeah, we have been doing that for a bit. I think Amiga Power got a bit too. The disc weren't. Yeah, one of the problems with Amiga Power Disc is it started chucking 1 meg stuff at me, and I can't do it on this at the moment. And I think some of them just didn't want to load properly. So I thought, sorry, I'll shift over to CU Amiga, and it's been interesting, to be fair. It should be a fun thing to stream. Yes, now Graham. Ravi's returned back to streaming, and he did do today. So when you've got chance, do have a look at his VOD. He was doing some Amiga stuff today, playing Leander. I think we were playing. What else were you playing? We were playing something else. The one with the seen it before. Is it Mean Streets? No, Mean Something. Pac-Man kind of thing. Where did you get the gear from, Nankos? Do you have it? Do you have it from the time it was released, or get it more recently? No. Okay. So, right. I first bought a 1200 back in, I think it was early 2000s. Now the 1200 didn't turn up for a while, and I thought, fuck it, I'll buy another one. And Sod's Law came in, and both of them came at the same time. So I had two 1200s. And then I think at some point I moved or something like that, and bits of the Amiga stuff was everywhere. So I went around trying to find a power pack for the 1200. And I think it was in Play Expo back when it was still in Manchester, but and there was a trader called Attic Bug, I think it was. And they had this 600 sitting there. And I was asking about if they had power packs, and they didn't. And I thought, oh, maybe I could use, if I buy this, maybe I could use this power pack with a 1200. So I bought this. And Sod's Law intervened again. And I found the power pack for the 1200. So I ended up getting this. I can't remember how much I bought it for. I think it was this about 50 quid or something with the power pack. The two 1200s I got were about 30 to 40 quid each, something like that. I got extra. So let me see, what did I get with it? I can't 100% remember. I know one of them came with at least two external floppy drives. It was a long time, because we're talking like 20 years ago, so I've had them for a long time. And then I've been buying recently, now that I've got some more money and I've got space, like this corner desk. I've bought this, which is a it's called a brain's gone now. It's a floppy emulator basically. It's the front here has there is a 16 gig USB GoTech floppy, that's what I'm thinking of. And as far as I'm concerned, I put a USB into that loaded with ADF images, that's the Amiga disk file images. as far as the Amiga is concerned, it thinks it's reading a floppy drive. So it's got that kind of nice, sort of modern, retro kind of feel to it. The good thing about that is at some point, obviously, floppy disks will start to rot and you can't use them anymore. So we've got an option to kind of still use Amiga and do it that way. So it's good for that. What was the Mean Arenas? That's it. I'll have to go and get that. Yes, fun thing is I'm streaming before, but upgraded from PC to ARM based on Mac, so it's been hard to get everything working. Streaming is great excuse to play games and check stuff out. Yep, exactly, and that's why I've done this. I mean, partly I do this on Monday, and it's partly Ravi's fault from the retro, and no offense. Basically, when I first started expanding out into more days, Mondays was just going to be random days, and I bought the Checkmate case, spent a month with the Amiga, and then I moved over to the 486. And when I was watching Ravi's stream, he was like, "Yeah, well, just raid Namco as he's one of us," and at the time I was doing 486, so I felt a bit like, oh, these guys are coming in and I'm not doing Amiga at the moment. I mean, I was going to go back, I was just going to like do a month of this, month of this, month of this. And I thought, well, I'm not really doing anything on a Tuesday and I kind of want to expand out a bit more anyway. So I started just doing Amiga Mondays because I've got 1200 now and I now get to play around with the 600 because it's got more compatible. And then I shifted the retro to Tuesdays, so now do a lot more. So yeah. Cheers for answering the question. Interesting to hear how it worked out. Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing that happens. Oh, nice. You have a checkmate. I'm hopefully getting one with the Mister. Oh, yeah, it's here. Hang on. I say that you can just about. That black bit, this bit here, that's the checkmate. It's got a floppy drive and a CD drive. It's compact flash powered. What else have I got with it? Lots of space inside it. Yeah, so that's that at the moment. I've got another checkmate case which is probably going to sit around there. That's, you can probably see, that's the bridge for, this is for the PC basically. So I've got a white one for the PC, and at the moment I'm cutting to the back of it because I'm not going to get it out. You don't want to see my crap cutting job, but basically my 486 has a strip at the back, so I need to kind of cut the back so I can get all the rest of the ports in, because unlike modern PCs, your ports are kind of on that rectangular thing. So I'm trying to get that sorted. And the other reason why I got the Checkmate for the 486 is because it's a low profile card. So for those of you that don't know, low profile basically means your expansion cards don't, like if your motherboard is here with the expansion cards, you just sit like that. With a riser card, you've only got one card and it sits there, and then your expansion sits like this at the side, so it keeps the whole system very low, very small, rather than being quite big cases. And they're called low profile cases. Proper strong cases. Yeah, I've got a printer on this one. Interesting to see port 486 in there. I was tempted to add an XP machine from Retro Gaming. Went for the mini Checkmate. Well, yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be for the ITX form factor or something. Because the other thing I need to do with it is I actually need to get a do what Retro Man Cave did and get what did he call it? When he put his Mister in the Checkmate, he put a base plate because the screws weren't quite the same, and it's the same with this. Because this, I think it's not an AT motherboard, it's a LPX, and that was a standard picked up by a few companies. This board here is a digital, DEC digital board. It's quite a nice board actually. It's got an onboard S3 805 something, 1 meg VGA. The hard drive on here, I had to make. The hard drive is a proper hard drive because the system didn't like the CF card. So it's a 1 gig one, and the system originally went, oh, it's a 30 meg one, so I had to go and get something called On Track Manager, which said, no, this is a 1 gig, and that's what, and it basically runs in the background saying, don't worry, it's a 1 gig, and this is how it works. And it's also, I think the screen resolution I've set for it, it's like 1024 kind of, that's how big it is, which is quite nice to see Windows 3.11 on a 1024 by 768 kind of big kind of screen. If I remember rightly, actually, my first 386, you could go to that size, but it was the monitor that which would restrict it. So I think we only had 800 by 600, I think was the largest one we could have back in, was it 94 I had that machine? Something like that. So yeah, I actually bought some new games from Play Expo. Excuse me, for the 486. One of them you'll recognise here, Aravi, and that is Ripper. So I got that. The other stuff I picked up for it is this for £1, Sim Golf. And this random soft geek game called Dracula, which is some sort of strategy game. That's fine. Play Expo wasn't too bad actually. I expected a lot less people there, to be fair. The pub bit. So basically, I met up with a guy called Reeswin, who's a streamer on Hero. Reeswin is usually on Retro Asylum. And so me, my other half, and him met up in the pub on the Friday. We'd seen Kim Justice in the pub and a few others, but it wasn't as full as when we last went in the pub. That's what I mean. When we went into the expo itself, it was a bit fuller than I thought it would have been, to be fair. There was a lot of people around. I think not as many as you would expect normally, but like, trying to get in a machine was still pretty hard on Saturday, but easy on a Sunday. In an arcade machine. But yeah, there was still quite a few people there, so good that you got some bargains. Love the Retro Asylum guys. Competing podcast. Yeah. What else did I get? Oh, 2 PlayStation games. I got Gauntlet 7 Sorrows, and I got this. This is Draken, the Ancient Gates. That's the sequel to the original PC game, which I do have a box for over there. But the box is over there, but the box is a bit crumpled at the moment. What else did I get? I got yeah, Bubsby 2. I got Sonic 2 for the Master System, and I got something else as well. I can't remember what the other one is. Didn't I go? I thought I got another Mega Drive game. Probably not. Is that all I got from Play Expo? I think that's all I got. Yeah, I think that's all I got. I'm so behind of retro hours because I tend to queue up my podcast with spring, summer, listen in the garden. I mean, it's retro, so I'm not going to miss anything. I'm not already behind where 20 years on. We're actually arranging to go on a retro asylum and appear on each other's show. We did Christmas show. But yeah, I heard you were saying that because I was watching the 300 episode show. That was quite fun, watching you guys in the flesh all together. Like to see my Play Expo swag. Yep, thanks for that. Actually, I'm probably going to go to the... I'll have to find out what the date is. They're doing another... the trading one. What's the trading one that they do? Not Play Expo, but it's isn't it the same people behind it? Or Retro Collect or something originally did it? There's one in London, Retro Gaming Market, I think it is. So they're doing that in Doncaster again. I'll see. That's the one. Video Game Market. Let me just see if I can find. Because I saw photos for it. Not photos, posters. Yes, next event, Sunday, 5th of December 2021. Put this in chat for anybody who wants to have a look. And whilst we're at it, we'll play Space Gun. Probably going to be, depending on COVID, we're hoping to do a Amiga party at Christmas. Oh, cool. Ye Old Video Game Shop. Yep. It's basically the last one I went to, interesting enough. I actually bought... Oh, didn't like that. I'll show you what I bought. For about 40 quid this was. And I was discussing with the seller at the time, and we think it was basically because the remaster had come out. So now I have Shenmue 2, and this is a couple of years ago, and it's a pretty good box for 40 quid. Oh, that was the other thing that I bought. I also have, from Play Expo, a new Dreamcast game. Well, I say new, but it's new for my collection. That was the other thing I bought. Tomb Raider, The Last Revelation. So, I think that was a tenner or something. Oh, of course, well, how could I forget the other one I got? Just put everything back. How could I forget that one thing that I did buy? So I'm now completed on Resident Evil. This was 40 quid. So I've now got Resident Evil Nemesis. So that's that collection done. I've already got 2, and the first one's Resident Evil Director's Cut. The last video game market was busy. I think it was in Leeds. Joe went. Did I go to the Leeds one? I don't think there's been one in Leeds for a long time. I know there's been one in Manchester. That one in Leeds, I think, moved to Doncaster. That's what that did. So that was quite a while ago. Because I remember it was Town Square. It was a town hall, wasn't it? No, it was a town. I think it might have been. Yeah, it was. Was it Town Hall? It was definitely in the centre of Leeds anyway, and then they moved it to Doncaster. Shenmue is one of my nice deal there, yeah. Shenmue is one of my all-time favourite game series of both Shenmue 1 and 2 for the Dreamcast, as do I. I'm still playing sort of on and off the first one. I'm past the sailors bit now. I can't remember what he was asking for. I went past the sailors bit. I've done the first fight, and there was something else he's asking. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I've both Shenmue 1 and 2 for the Dreamcast that I've had since release, both mint condition. I can't remember how much I bought the first one for, but it was back in 2008. I think I bought that one, the first one. Might have been £15. I can't remember. There was a place, around the corner. I used to live in a place called Chorlton in Manchester. I spent some of the latter part of 2000s in, and round the corner from there, from where I was living, was a place called Chips, and it had like latest games and old games, so I could buy stuff for the Dreamcast and you know, PS1 and stuff like that. So that was quite fun to go to. Good to see some deals can still be found. I always end up spending too much at those events. Yeah, it was pretty good actually. The prices weren't, you know, like when we used to go before COVID times, and it always used to be they just put up all the like, oh look what expensive games I've got, and it was like that was pretty much all there. It wasn't that bad. So some of the expensive games that I'd seen, I picked up out of the boxes. What was one of them? What? There was one of them I picked up that was about 120 quid, and as well, I was expecting it to be that, and I can't remember which game it was. And there was one that was surprising actually. The game Shining in the Darkness, which is one of the top Mega Drive ones, which kept its value even in the early 2000s, so it's like 30 quid back then, is still, or this particular seller had it for 30 quid now. And that stunned me a bit, because I expected Shining in the Darkness to be hitting 100 quid by now, but maybe it didn't have its manual. I didn't look into it deeply, but I don't know. £15 good deal. I've also purchased the 1+2 collection on PS4, as I just can't help myself. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing we've noticed, or I did notice, I think I did just say before, but I'm just going to reiterate now. If there's a remaster of something, of a game, it can help to knock down the price of the original game. So I think that's why I got Shenmue 2 at that point for 40 quid, because the re-release had not long since come out, so that drove the price down a bit. So I suppose that's one good thing about re-releases or remasters. They can help alleviate the cost in that way. Oh, big run. Let's try that one. So I suppose it's worth checking to see what prices usually are when a remaster comes out. Mind you, me saying that is probably going to cause an issue, like everybody else trying to get it because I've just said this, you know. Wow, a lot of talking done today. Right, okay, big run. I need a big run disc insert and hit a key. It's already in there. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, hang on a minute. we aren't caring about real Coverdisks now. The publisher releases a game, I'll pay for it. If you buy off the markets, then when it's gonna go to the devs, 100% scalper profit. Yeah, I can see what you mean. Well, level demo, not so much big run and slow run. Only stuff I'll pick up is the old RPGs because I want the manuals mapped. Oh, okay. Oh, you mean Wait, hang on. You mean video game RPGs, not tabletop? Right. Okay. Oh, it is working. I don't know if I've shown you guys this, but one of my RPG purchases I was really happy about. And I bought this when it came out, not long after it came out anyway. Let's see if that'll pick up. No, it's just going to DF0. That's fine. Yeah, stuff like this is Gold Box and Ultimas. Speaking of which, when I was at Play Expo, they did have, or I did see, a big D&D collection box. I'm sure it was there, and it was like, it was the Forgotten Realms box. Let's see if I can find it online. I can't remember how much it was going for. It did look a bit interesting. Hang on a minute. Can't remember what it's fully called, but it was like a big box with some of the old SSI games in it. I don't know if I'm gonna. The problem is looking for Forgotten Realms box. You just end up picking up all the I've put PC. No. I think it was all. Was it? I think it was all floppy disk, to be honest. It was like a biggish box. I remember seeing. What did I remember seeing on it? I think some of the Dragonlance. No, it can't have been because that's not. I can't remember what was on it now, but it was definitely an old box. Nothing beats the smell of a new game manual. Shame they don't really do now. Yeah, that's probably new game manuals I got with the Witcher 1 and 2. That Checkmate at a sexy man. I've got two of them now, so I can. You mean this one here? So yeah, it goes through all the. That's that one for the Checkmate. Right, so the one thing I did buy. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I'm showing you. This is my Elder Scrolls Anthology box, and the only thing that I didn't like was it didn't include the spin-offs like Battlespire and Redguard, but it includes all the original games like Arena, Daggerfall, Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim in this one box. So if you take it out, that's the book thing there. And then you go through and it basically just gives you all this nice kind of, so that's Arena. And there's Daggerfall. Morrowind. And there's two of these because Morrowind has a shitload of discs. And that was the second set because that's all the expansions for Morrowind, Tribunal and Blood Moon, I think that one was. And Oblivion. This is Skyrim. The, thank God, CD version. Now, here's the interesting thing, was I was listening to that podcast, the 300 episode one, and remember what LGR was saying about the remasters. I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to spoil too much of that for anybody who wants to listen to it, but I'd have the CD, so I don't have to worry, I don't think, about the remastered version of Skyrim. So there you go, that's those. It includes all the maps from all the games as well. And that's this crazy amount of discs, yeah, for all those versions. So these are all the maps for all the games. This will be Skyrim, I think it is. That's the province of Skyrim map. Oops, try and get you a good picture there. That's that one. Apologies if it's not a great so that's the Skyrim map. I can go earlier to which one's you? I think this is the arena map. So that's the first game. Cyrodiil, is that? No, Cyrodiil is. Which one's that one? That's Oblivion map. Which one was? That's Daggerfall. That looks to be Morrowind, because I know the little bits on there. Unless this is the map for arena. No, that's probably Skyrim, I mean. This looks like it might be Daggerfall. Yeah, this is Daggerfall, so this is the second one. So basically in the game you can actually go through all this area. It's let's see if we can show a bit more. So that's a lot, and this was like 1996. So that's a lot to cover. In that. And you could actually walk from. It boasted more square miles than the UK. You could actually walk from one end to the other. And I was going to do a YouTube video of basically like a time lapse version of me trying to walk through the entire lot. I did start it, but the problem is if you're too low level, you can run into monsters and just get wasted partway through. So, yeah. But that's one of my favourites that I bought. Yeah, that's that. Where we going? I think I'm looking forward to my ZX Next printed manual as much as the computer. Plan to really old school and work through tutorials. I need to get that game finished because it won't be long before the next is here. I really want to try and get that game done for when it's here. I'm just not in the mood to be playing around with Assembler at the moment. Let's see if that actually does work. Oh yeah, I'm a left fat. I actually put that on when I was doing the Quake Remastered stream. I need to get the video for that as well. Maybe October today. Yeah, where am I up to? The TS box had none of the printed manuals, just the PDFs. This game's had nice manuals, especially Arena and Morrowind. I actually still have the original Game of the Year version with the 2 maps it came out with, because it had a second one on Morrowind. Crazy amount of discs, yeah, 1 for each game, and in some cases including the expansions like Morrowind. Prefer the original Skyrim to the remastered. Thomas the Tank Engine Dragons, better brothels, and top hat swearing mud crabs. Mobs don't work on the remaster. Oh, Skyrim VR is the only VR game that made me feel never played it on VR. At some point I'm thinking of getting a Quest. Hopefully I might be able to stream that, I don't know. Annoyingly, all those discs are still DRM protected. I ended up buying the games again on GOG. What, the Elder Scrolls ones? Cool. I'm cold now. Right, let's try and get back to some Amiga gaming, because I've kind of gone off at a tangent here. Where have we gone? 24, 25, right. Actually, we are on an hour and a half. Should we try at least 1 disc? Let's try 1 more disc. But Morrowind Oblivion were DRM, yeah, and Skyrim disc were Steam backup still. Yeah, it is on mine. It's like Half-Life 2 was basically just a key, wasn't it, really? I think it's the same for Skyrim. Like, not much on there. Okay, this is still 25. Half-Life 2 needed this because we had 56k modems back then. I didn't, I think. I think I was on the Housemates. Yeah, I think John Madden. No. Let's go for the main menu. When did Half-Life 2 come out? I think it was... because I got a tin box edition. ...2004, yeah. I was on a good internet line. I wasn't on 56k. As far as I remember. I think I might have been on ASDN, something like that. But it wasn't shit anyway. We've got Mand, Anim, Pick Base, and Pick of the Month. So let's have a look at the Pick of the Month. It's okay just to patch the crypt here. can imagine on 56k. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's try F2 then. I still was on 64k unless you were bonding channels. I can't remember, to be honest. I know it wasn't a shit one. Because it wasn't the internet. I don't think was shit because I think I paid for it. But it wasn't 56k. I'm pretty sure of that. Good evening and welcome to How to Make Your Menu a Nightmare to Read Without Giving You a Headache. Right, okay. Let's see if I can disable this. I'm gonna load up into Workbench and see whether I can get that in. Right, okay, so we want to, first of all, we want to nope, wrong way around. Okay, and then we want to go different, and then we're going to do hello there, Amiga Kemi. Okay, I can't execute any of these. Fuck. Oh yeah, the startup sequence. Okay. You'll have to remind me how to. You'll have to remind me how to find that. Is it file? More echo it. Because I think you said. Oh, okay, fair enough. Probably doing something wrong. Okay. There probably is a way to read it. Maybe if I can. No, it's you. Okay. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can do it this way. Alright, I'll have a look at that one in a minute. Give me a sec. Oh, there's definitely one there. There we go. Right. See if I can understand this. Assign nil. Go to the bottom. Isn't this my startup sequence? Because I've just seen it come up with oh, I didn't want it, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I know, just following that one. I didn't want that, for fuck's sake. I've just done a startup sequence for me. Right, the F1. Stupid thing. Okay, that's why I did. That's why it's wrong. There we go. Sorry about this, guys. Right, so we've got pick show menu. Is that what that is? So maybe I need to type in pick show menu 1. And then that's probably what I need to do. Okay. No. Doesn't even have pick show here. Pick base and pick info. Pick show might be in C. Yeah. Right, okay. Sorry, I got to head to bed now. I've got another long day at work tomorrow. It was good to pop in and chat to you all. Yeah, thank you very much, Shafzilla. Sorry about the long geekiness stuff. Usually, but not. Usually it's a bit more gamier than this. Right, let me just find out what. Let me just see. Diff1. Okay. So what's that? DF1. Oh right, I see what you mean. Sorry, Amiga, just give me a minute because I'm sort of mid. Right, so if I go pick show, I know what you're saying, and go disk 0. There we go. Thank you very much. I'll get my head around this soon. No worries, good night. Right, no problem. We're back again next Monday, and I'm back tomorrow as well. So if you're popping in tomorrow, if you're available, then yeah, I'm still not sure what I'm doing tomorrow yet. I'm just going to read the rest of what Mega Gamer said. So, pick show. So we can do DF1C, pick show, and then DF1. Right, I see, because you've got to assign those two. It'll be in C, it's not finding it because your computer's using DH. Yeah, that's fine. Right, okay. And it doesn't actually pick up the... It's not picking a driver at all. So that's a no. Fine. Okay. Not had good fun with these discs then, fair enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the 1200 because we know it's going to be used for anyone at 1200 rather than faffing around with this. That's fine. I don't mind. At least I learned something new anyway today. Off topic, but I saw you trying to use a pipe for more earlier. All Workbench uses a really odd way of piping. Clear actually uses a virtual drive called Pipe. I really need to read that book. I just haven't had a chance to go read it. You know, the one I was talking about, the mastering Amiga DOS. Once I do that, I'll be able to kind of do a lot more stuff like this a little better. But I've just not had a chance to read it yet. If I remember rightly, you've got to have a device driver for it, pipe handler for a device. You mean a bit like I have a handler for this, for example. In order for it to, because from what I'd seen, in order for you to get it to auto mount, you have to not only put it in your dev devices thing, you've also got to put it in DOS drivers, and that's what forces it to auto mount. I think that's how it works. Amiga DOS is amazing and way ahead of its time, but it'll fry your brain if you're working with Bash or PowerShell day to day. Yeah. Right, give me a sec. Right, so you know what the drill is. I'm just switching over to the 1200. So I will not be I won't be a moment. Just bear with me. Is that in? Oops. There we go. We're in. Right. Putting the wrong fucking. I'm putting the that'll come to me in a minute. Joypad. I'll put a joypad in. I'm not a big fan of the joypad. Well, I'm okay with the joypad, but I prefer it to certain games, not all, to be honest. Right, give me a minute. There we go. That's in now, and don't forget the keyboard. Right. Yeah, it's better now. Okay. Bit of messing around, but we're there. Did I put sysinfo on this? I can't remember if I did. No, I need to remind myself to do that. Right, so we've got iGame up. We've got a few more games that I've put on here since we've last spoken. I did a few. Which ones did I definitely put Nigel Mansell stuff on. No, I was definitely going to. I never did. I don't think. Let me just double check that I've not just put it on and forgot to scan for repositories. Any letters or any suggestions from anybody? And don't forget, if I don't have it, I can easily put it on because this works now, so. I could easily do themes, maybe. Halloween we've already done anyway. $5.10. So I did put some on, but forgot to. There you go. I did put Nigel Mansell on. So 4D sports driving. Somebody asked for that. That was stunts, wasn't it? Yeah, because we tried that and that didn't quite work to plan. Because it was kind of drifting everywhere, I think it was. Entity was a suggestion by Amiga Cammy from a couple of weeks ago, at least. Trying to remember what else I put on this. I've got both mega balls, but that's waiting for until I get a proper responsive mouse. Same with no second prize, because that's much better with the mouse. Semi-tempted by Robocop 3, but again, that's a mouse thing, to be fair. You know what, I'm going to have a look at Savage on the Amiga, because I played it on the Spectrum. Can't remember if I played it on the Amiga or not. The mouse doesn't seem to be working on this part. Okay, something seems off. Okay, it took me ages to click that before it got to this point. I just want game 2. Let's see. Thanks for that, don't fall. I think that's the first time I've gotten past that area, because when I was at Spectrum, I never got past that area. X is you spin around when you throw them, I think. Oh, should spin around. I don't even know how to throw, unless... Ah, shit, I'm gonna get killed by the, Ah, fuck. Knew that was gonna happen. Gotta say the music's pretty good. It's nice to get a bit further than the Spectrum version. So I take it these are boss rooms then. Ooh. Oh. Nope. I wonder what controls let me do. Okay. Left, right. Pause can be that one. Whatever. Reminds me, let me put on... Wait, update the game name. Come on. Gotta love it when slobs takes ages. There we go. Oh, did not know that could happen. Oh, come on. Alright, one more game on this. Should really be ducking, I think. I'm almost dead. Yep. There's a bastard next to me. Oh no! Bastard. I almost had it. I was doing such a good thing, and then my thing is just... Oh. Wrong mouse. Why did we have Alt there? CJ version. Alright. Fancy bit of pinball. Might as well. Feel free to let me know if there's anything you want me to play in chat. Left out, right out. I think it's these two. Let's do the pirate. Okay, I was pressing the wrong button there. It should show you how not great I am at these type of games. Oh, it's Monkey Ball. I'm not going to be good at this. $41 million. Jesus. I think I've still got 3 balls left. Yeah, 43 million isn't bad, I suppose. Ace of Space. Bit too slow on that one. Yeah, I think that one's a bit of a harder one. Problem is when it's shooting up and down, it's not easy to kind of gauge. So this is a table that's on AntStream, but it's actually a different color. I'm not quite sure why. It's more of a purpley color. Fuck's sake. I don't know why one flipper keeps sticking up. It shouldn't be doing it at all. Come on, no, no, no. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on, no, no, no. Ugh. This actually plays better on AntStream. No sticky flippers. Ugh. Right, okay. hate it when things are like that, so let me just change these to that one. And there we go. What was the spirit of Excalibur? Did someone ask for that? Or did I find it and look, thought it looked interesting? Actually, let's look at the properties. Oh, it's NTSC. Okay. I'll have a quick look what Spirit of Excalibur was. It's an RPG, okay. Not in the mood for RPGs at the moment. Oh, we have a Turrican 2. Oh, thanks for another raid there, Joey. Good day to me, Namcos. Thank you very much. I decided to play a bit of, just come in time for a bit of classic Watch Me Die. Turrican 2. And I'm kind of bugging that up. Poop. Raid or something, yes, Turrican, and Watch Me Die on Turrican, because I'm not that great. I need to change this. It's better, a bit loose. I think I said in the stream before, but Chris Hillbeck used to live around the corner from a mate of mine where I live. Ah, cool. Right, let's try and play this again without dying. Of course, this is me, so I'm probably just going to die anyway. better. Oh, yeah. Damn thing. No game audio is super quiet again. Give me a sec. According to my line, it's very high. I've put that to 93 now. It's about 70 odd. And it's pumping through, so it should be fine. Unless it's a stereo mix that's doing it. Put a stereo mix to 90. I don't know if that's any better. It's broken me, I think. Give me a sec. Damn it, it's broken the shit. Bad omen. Mute whole spec. York mute explodes. Yeah. Ah, fuck's sake. Come on. Streamlabs has decided to fuck up now. Come on. I mean, you had to misbehave now, didn't you? I mean, I don't really want to kick the stream off for a second just to resort everything out again. And it's now giving me... Great. Yeah, Slobs is just locked up now. But it's not showing us locked up in the processes. Not sure whether it's worth it me shutting slobs off and coming back on again. I might have to actually. Right, guys, give me a few minutes. I'm just gonna shut off the stream and come back again. Subs has been a pain. I'm gonna have to do it that way. Right, it says click yes to keep the button streaming, so I'm gonna click yes. Whenever you're ready, press the OK button below to end your stream recording and relaunch the application. Okay.